got working on the nodes on that DaVinci Resolve, getting it figured out slowly. That's why I'm playing with all these videos. Really happy with what the truckers are doing. Convoy, yeah. Definitely got the Canadian unity happening. I've seen more Canadian pride. I feel more Canadian pride than... I don't remember feeling this much Canadian pride. I get emotional because, you know, the way society was going was looked like nobody was paying attention, nobody cared, you know, and I'm glad to see that this convoy brought everybody out, and I know, and I'm sure a lot of other people that had concerns about the same thing are seeing that no, we're just more tolerant than what we thought we were, but people are paying attention. And personally, I see it as a pivotal point in Canadian history. I would be interested to see what it says in 50 or 100 years about what's happened in the last 2 years and how the history treats it, and how they look back at the legislation and what our governments did. I think that's going to be dependent an awful lot on what happens in the near future. You know, how much of this this Canadian unity thing pulls through, so we get a hold of our politics again, better than what we ever had anyway. So it can go two ways. You know, we can elect new leaders out of the pools that we have. They're already predispositioned to continue on what Trudeau and the Liberal and the globalist agenda has already started in the last 2 years, or, you know, we can turn around and work that much harder as Canadians to ensure, you know, either way we're going to be making sacrifices. And I think if we sacrifice now in the short term, in the long term it will be better for everybody. You know, because if the government and globalists get their way, they're going to be rationing the food. They're going to be regulating everything from gasoline to where you travel to electricity to how much you can spend every month to whatever, whether or not you're working. We got to be careful. We got to be careful of the politicians we elect to think that they're going to do any better than what we had. They'll just put another face on, because if they're still going to push this agenda, it doesn't matter who it is, where it is. They're not going to hold the same face and dress the same clothing that they're dressed in presently and present themselves the same way. They're going to find a whole new sales pitch, you know. And the thing is, they got our youth 10 and under for sure, if not 14 and under, totally programmed. So that gives us a disadvantage. It puts us at a disadvantage. It puts them in a major disadvantage, because they don't know if they should fight or what they're fighting for if they do. You know, at 63 years old, I grew up doing pretty much anything I wanted. I could do this out in my backyard. I could go out in the bush. I could, you know, as long as I was responsible, and I was, you know, light fires, camp, do whatever you wanted to do. There was no restrictions. There was no permits. There was, you know, no masking. There was no, had to ask the government first. You know, but that's the way it's gone now. Children today can't go out in their backyard. What I'm doing is technically illegal because I haven't got permission to be on this land. I'm just treating it as a dog run, dog park, my own personal little training ground. Anyway, I'm going on. Let's go back on with the walk. I ramped on this one all day and a lot longer. Come on, Aura, let's go around.